Hi guys, it's Holly. The next tutorial I want to offer you is Turbo Dog. Had some questions about Turbo Dog, and I think that's a really good question. I think always asking questions about downward facing dog is good. I remember starting yoga and people saying that down dog was a resting posture and thinking, bitch, you're crazy, like this hurts. And it wasn't until I understood how to use my belly and how to wrap my shoulders that down dog actually wasn't painful, and I could feel the release in downward facing dog. And we'll talk about turbo dog as well. There's a lot of the wrapping the shoulders in this one, so if you have not done the tutorial on the website of wrapping the shoulders, do that one first, and then that one will help this one make a lot more sense. So I'm going to start with downward facing dog and then just transition into turbo dog. So for downward facing dog, make sure I stay in the picture. Okay, how I like to set up for a downward facing dog if I'm coming from tabletop. Have my toes curled under, and then I walk my hands in front of my shoulders, fingers spread wide, and I press all my fingers into the floor, wrist to the floor, palms of the hand to the floor. Then you really think about bending your elbows back. There's a lot of the habit of always bending the elbows out to the side, and that's where you come into a injury-laden place with your shoulders. So work towards bending the elbows back from here, relaxing the neck, wrapping your shoulders, and then straightening through the legs, lifting your hips. Now, I work with active feet in downward facing dog. I do lift and spread my toes up off the floor. I think just even working with the idea of lifting and spreading your toes helps with downward facing dog. The other thing is the more you can reach up through your side body and reach up through your hips and then press that work back into your legs, that's when you start to come out of the shoulders a little better. So elongating that space between the armpit and the hip crease. Good. For turbo dog, from downward facing dog, it's a big wrapping the shoulders moment. You bend the elbows. You hug the inner elbows in towards one another, right? There's gonna be that pattern that the elbows want to come out. You pull them in. That's where you turn on the anterior serratus muscles. And you hover your forearms over the floor. So they don't come all the way to the floor, right? And maybe your turbo dog is right here. Maybe it's up here. Maybe it's somewhere in the middle, right? But squeeze your inner elbows, relax your neck, wrap your shoulders, use your legs, use your belly, and breathe. So start maybe with, in each of your downward facing dogs, bend your elbows just a little bit more and play with your turbo dog. But the biggest thing for getting turbo dog is understanding wrapping the shoulders. So have fun with that. Hope it helps. I'll talk to you later.